Nandito po ako sa Castle Town at sa likod ko ang napakagandang Castle Russian. Ayan, kaya nga tinawag itong Castle Town kasi may castle sa gitna ng town. At meron akong special visitor from New York. Sino pa kaya yon? Eh di yung anak ko, si Robin. Hello.
Nakita na tayo dito.
Yes. Ganda talaga na Isle of Man. This is Castle Town again, our favorite spot ni Robin.
Yes.
Kasi nandiyan ang Castle Russian. Tapos look at these boats here.
It's
and
my
all.
favorite town talaga dito.
Yes.
Advantage din naman ng pag-move ninyo dito sa Isle of Man is it's closer to New York. It's madali kang ma-visit.
Yes.
It's like this. Punta na ako ngayon. I want to ask you the questions that everyone wanted to ask, diba? Like
Go.
A lot of your followers and fans are asking, why Isle of Man?
Roger fell in love with the island in the late 60s yata, tama. Kasi he worked at the Port Erin Marine Laboratory as a marine biologist for many years and then got married here and had two daughters, si Alice, ang panganay, and then Lucy, Pulin, yan. So, sabi niya one day, I would want to retire here. Tapos ngayon, 38 years na siya sa Pilipinas. So, talagang, kumbaga nag-request na siya na baka pwede namang dito naman na tayo sa Isle of Man kasi naman magsi-75 na ako, maiksi na ang buhay, pagbigyan mo naman ako. So, ano masasabi ko doon? Kailangan naman pagbigyan ko.
How does it feel to be here?
Siyempre, hindi madali. Malaki ding adjustment. Buti nga ngayon, a little better kasi this is already my third na ata. Naguguluhan na rin. Long stay. Basta, isang taon na ako nagpapabalik-balik and the marital arrangement is 3 months dito, 3 months sa Pilipinas dahil nga nandyan pa si Mama who is 91 years old. So, I requested Roger na kailangan 3 months lang ako away from my mom kasi baka masyado na-affectuhan siya mag-depress kahit na parang medyo makakalimutin na siya, di ba? Ayan. Tapos, feelings level pa rin. Tinatapangan mo lang ang sarili mo para, this is a very important point. Acceptance. Acceptance is very, very important. I've been reading a book which Alice gave to me entitled Women Empowerment. And one of the thick and long chapters is on acceptance. Na sinasabi 90% of our problem is on non-acceptance. So, in-accept ko na eto na talaga, priority ko asawa ko, hindi ang career ko. Alam din dapat ng mama ko na priority ko pa rin ang asawa ko. Pangalawa lang siya. Because that should really be the case. So, yun ang sagot ko doon na na-accept ko na kailangan mag-adjust ako kasi eto na yung buhay ko at dito gusto ng asawa ko.
But I feel like, do you think that both of your legs are here? Or kasi babalik-balik ka because of, syempre si Lola,
yes.
Yes. She's still very around.
Yes.
In many ways.
Oo. Nagtitinikling pa rin ako. Yeah. Nagtitinikling pa rin ako. At mahirap din sa career.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi nga, walang career. Diba? So, I'm so happy I'm on YouTube. This is really, this is empowering me na pwede pa ako makita ng mga tao na kaya ko palang mag-YouTube at ma-entertain kayo, mag-subscribe kayo sa akin. Parang subaybayan nyo ang buhay ko dito sa Isle of Man. At ganun din pag nandun naman ako sa Manila. Ganun din yung kinausap ko na yung manager ko. Ang manager ko is talking to me like a friend. Na sabi niya, talagang pangalawa lang ang karir mo. Talagang dapat ang priority mo, yung asawa mo, At sundin mo naman, pagbigyan mo naman siya.
What are the things that you like here in the island now? Or being in the island?
Yung serenity ko, yung peace of mind ko, kasi alam naman natin sa pamilya namin, nakabunton sa akin lahat karamihan ng responsibilities. Tapos yung basic, ako talaga yung nakabala sa kanyon ng pag-aalaga kay mama. Your lola got sickly just a few days before I left and had a pacemaker, no? Yun, alam mo, sa pagtanda, pagiging elderly, meron din ako mga friends na they're grappling with that, the struggle of being financially hindi na nga stable financially able to sustain, you know, your expenses. So talagang you have to watch out. Pagka naging senior ka na, retired ka na, wala nang kukuha sa yung empleyado. So doon ka lang sa kaban ng kayamanan mong itinago, magdidepende.
What keeps you busy here?
Oh,
or
di ba
friends or your social life?
Yung friends, hindi ka mukha sa Manila na available sila madalas, no? Kasi they are nurses and
or mostly
carers.
Filipinos na rin.
Filipinos yun, kadamihan.
Ilan ba ang Pinoys dito?
There are 1,500 Filipinos here. They are nurses, caregivers, and I have a few monks, like Judith Fullerton is monks, active in the theater.
Monks meaning Isle of Man people, tawag sa Isle of Man.
Tapos, isa sa favorite ko, at saka I would consider bosom friend, or very close to me, is Olive Maher. She's Irish, and she is a member of our church, the Catholic Church. Sa St. Columba, nagtiti kami at least every other week. While we also see each other in church, sa Catholic Church. Yan, si Jessie Forsyth, Filipina yon, si Imelda Salud, at lalo na si Angie Harris, napakabait at saka nakakatuwa kasi she always volunteers to drive me around. Drive niya tayo around.
We love
Ken Susaya ba?
Yes.
Niya?
And finally, what can you say? I think considering this is the first time talaga that you've lived away from the Philippines, di ba? Siyempre ako, I've lived away for a long time. Ano ang mga maipapayo mo sa mga bagong lipat or dealing with homesickness or how you assimilate in a place?
Sa akin kasi, siguro lang meron akong gift of knowing how to keep busy. Parang pag nadidepress na ako, sinasabi ko kaagad, teka muna, hindi na maganda itong timpla ko. Either, tinuro din sa akin yan ni Dr. Hani Karandang, ang aking lighthouse, no? Step out of the house, sabi niya doon, to just breathe, walk. Ang ganda naman ng bahay, di ba? Walk, lalo na kung di naman umuulan. Kung maski pag umulan, di ka mukha niyan, pag bumito ako na, labas ka pa rin, just to go out of the house, that's one. And then secondly, tuwan-tuwa ako na rediscover ko dito yung other gifts ko, which these ladies who are going to be brought overseas, na-rediscover ko yung gift of writing and reading. So, ganun din sila. You have to push yourself. At higit sa lahat, ang ganda-ganda lagi kong inaalala, and it gives me strength. The light is coming from within. There is a light inside me that naiyak ako dito na nagpapaliwanag sa buhay at nagpapalakas. Kasi hindi naman madaling, ay, friend, alika naman. Kasi nalulungkot ako O, ikaw naman, mas kitatawagan kita, ikaw nasa office ka, di ba? So, yung sarili ko, aaliwin ko, at saka sabihin ko, buo ako. Kahit mag-isa ako, alone but not lonely. Yun na lang.
Yun. Okay, thank you so much, Mom. So proud of you. Congrats. Take it away. Naging show ko.